Setting up a bearded dragon tank takes more than just throwing a bunch of rocks and logs into a flat area. Hi, I'm Justin. I'm going to tell you the way to provide the best setup for your bearded dragon in the way of optimizing the amount of space that they have in their cages. Naturally, in the wild, they would actually have free roam of everything, and they actually have a couple miles to actually walk around in for their territory. In a cage, we have to adapt and make more room for them in a smaller space. Right now, a lot of people just throw in a bunch of logs just straight flat on the ground and let it be the way it is. However, this is not the best way to do this because the room that it takes up is not optimized for increasing the amount of surface area that your bearded dragon has to climb on. In my tank right now, as you are seeing in the video, a lot of my stuff, while yes placed on the ground, does not take up any actual room because they are pieces that can hold up against each other and thus provide room to go underneath as well as above, essentially doubling the amount of space that you have for your bearded dragon to go. Like, for example, this log right here that's perched up against the other two logs together provides a nice shaded and covered area for a hide area for our bearded dragon. Similarly, the leaves that you see here actually, while taking up space, provide a climbing area as well as a place to go underneath and hide and bask for a lower basking platform. Again, this is optimizing the amount of space that they have to move around because they are in an enclosed area, which is pretty confined for what they would actually naturally be born into. And I know on the leaves, they do break apart over time, so you gotta replace them and make sure that your bearded dragon does not eat them. Also, stay away from cedar and pine logs. That these are toxic in small areas for bearded dragons and other reptiles. Another feature that I include into my tanks are uh, lots of hides underneath a lot of the branches, and you can do this by perching it up against the wall or adapting it against a piece of another decoration, which allows them to stand in a sort of pyramid shape, and thus giving them a place to climb upwards towards the lights, which helps them benefit from the extra rays of heat and UVB, but also provides the extra space for hiding. This is actually very good for our bearded dragons to provide extra stimulus and exercise and provide them with new areas to explore. I actually do change my tank around once every 3 or 4 months. Another feature of my tanks primarily are these bamboo trellises. While they are not used as bamboo trellises here for plants, they are actually used for optimizing the space along the wall, which is usually not climbable by our bearded dragons. However, by adding them in against the walls, we can actually make the walls a climbing area for our bearded dragons to climb on. This again provides all of the same stimulus as before as the logs did, and actually provide more space by increasing a spot where you wouldn't typically see a bearded dragon climb and allow them to climb. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Also check the description down below with some items that I would recommend through Amazon on what to use for your bearded dragon tank.